Pakistan-Afghanistan tensions have entered a dangerous new phase, with Islamabad confirming large-scale military action against Afghan Taliban targets following what officials describe as sustained cross-border aggression. Under Operation Ghazab Lil Haq, Pakistan's armed forces carried out coordinated airstrikes targeting key Afghan Taliban military installations in Kabul, Kandahar, and Paktia, according to state broadcaster PTV News. Security officials say brigade and corps headquarters, ammunition depot, and logistic bases were destroyed in precision strikes conducted by the Pakistan Air Force. Information Minister Ataullah Taher confirmed that the operation targeted defense infrastructure used by Taliban forces, claiming that 133 Taliban operatives were killed and more than 200 injured. Pakistani authorities say at least 27 Taliban posts were destroyed while several others were captured during ground engagements along the frontier. The Afghan Taliban government has acknowledged that airstrikes took place in multiple cities, marking one of the most significant direct military escalation between the two neighbors in recent years. Fighting has continued across several sectors of the Pakistan-Afghanistan border, including Chitral, Bajaur, Mohmand, Kurram, and Khyber districts. Officials say the escalation began after Afghan Taliban forces allegedly opened fire at multiple border locations and attempted infiltration into Pakistani territory. One suspected militant linked to Fitna al-Kharij was captured alive during an attempted crossing in Bajaur. Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi accused Afghan Taliban forces of targeting civilian areas, including a mosque in Bajaur, that sustained structural damage during shelling. Local residents in border regions reported heavy crossfire late into the night, forcing families to take shelter as mortar rounds landed near residential compounds. Despite the intensity of the clashes, officials say no Pakistani border posts were captured. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif stated that Pakistan armed forces remain fully prepared to defend the country's sovereignty, warning that any aggression would receive an immediate and decisive response. Defense Minister Khwaja Asif said Pakistan had initially expected regional stability following the withdrawal of NATO forces from Afghanistan, but accused the Taliban administration of allowing militant groups to operate from Afghan soil. He added that Pakistan had exercised restraint through diplomatic engagement before resorting to military action. The latest operation follows earlier intelligence-based strikes in Nangarhar and Paktika provinces targeting camps linked to Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan and Islamic State Khorasan after a surge in terrorist attacks inside Pakistan, including recent assaults in Bannu, Bajaur, and Islamabad. Islamabad has repeatedly maintained that anti-Pakistan militant networks continue to function from across the border, a concern echoed in a recent United Nations Security Council monitoring report which warned that the TTP retains operational freedom inside Afghanistan. Border crossings, including Torkham, remain on high alert, with repatriation movements temporarily halted as security conditions deteriorated. Heavy firing was also reported in Mohmand's Bazai region and surrounding frontier areas. The current escalation comes after months of failed diplomatic engagement between Islamabad and Kabul, despite mediation efforts by regional partners such as Qatar, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia. With both sides now openly acknowledging military action, analysts warned that Pakistan-Afghanistan border risk becoming one of South Asia's most volatile flashpoints, carrying implications not only for regional stability but also for global counterterrorism efforts.